Has there ever been a politician who was just a genuinely good, honest person? There is a town in Minnesota that elected a dog as their mayor. Pretty sure the dog was a liar, cheater, and stole the election. Still a good boy. Can't find the article, but there was one mayor or something that slashed their salary to min, and donated what they made to charity, and lived in a small one-bed with a roommate, and got their food from outreach and food banks. Maybe not smartest, but genuinely good. Yeah. Most of them start out honestly trying to make real changes. Once they get in and understand the process, you quickly realize you can't do as much as you want without the support of others. And with the support of others comes the "I will scratch you back if you scratch my back" mentality. And it's all downhill from there. You will have to make deals you're against to move forward. You will have to lie to someone to get the support of someone else. And so on. You can't make it to the top without making lots of enemies. That cat that was elected mayor. Ben Wyatt. Was he a competent mayor? No. Did he mean well honestly? Yep. Sure, there's been lots of politicians in history. One of them is bound to be a good, honest person. Here in Canada, there was a guy named Jack Layton who was a new Democratic Party official. Had a pretty solid reputation as a good person, but passed away a few years ago from cancer. Pretty big loss for the people. Some feel he'd have likely done a lot of good. Jimmy Carter was and is a great person. Kinda struggled as a president. Old Australian Prime Minister named Jack Lang. Look him up. Absolute gentleman and intelligent, caring leader. Jack Layton. Katie Porter seemingly fits that. Hurricane Hazel, mayor of Mississauga, Ontario, for something like 40 years. Ran unopposed in some elections because she was held in high regard. Nobody thought they could win. Only injury from the Mississauga train derailment and spill. She twisted her ankle rushing to meet the press. Ted Cruz. Your flight is boarding. Stood down at the age of 90. 10 years after she gave up ice hockey. She's not Jimmy Carter, but I think he'd figure she's worth the time of day. Paul Wellstone. That guy was 100% authentic. He is dearly missed. José Mujica. Former president of Uruguay. He was one of the most humble politicians in modern history. Jimmy Carter. I think a fair number of local politicians start out as good people who sincerely want to make a difference. But it's so expensive to get elected to state or national office that generally people have to sell their souls. As far as I can tell, Tim Walz, governor of Minnesota, is a genuinely good, honest person. He's one of the few politicians that I've ever truly admired and wished I could meet. He was extremely open and transparent during the COVID lockdowns as to why they were making the decisions they were. He had a 1-hour show every day or every week explaining everything. Unlike some politicians recently, he took questions from the press and did not kick out those who asked questions that were uncomfortable to him. Never trust a politician who won't answer an uncomfortable question from a real journalist. When the MPL's police arrested the CNN reporter during the Floyd riots, he went to the press the next day and took responsibility. Even though as governor he of course has no authority or influence over local law enforcement. Compare that to many politicians who won't even admit to things they were caught red-handed doing. I think Jeff Jackson out of NC seems to be this type of person. There are plenty of them. You don't hear about them because they are simply doing the job for their constituents that they were elected to do. Bernie Sanders. Not was but is. Fighting for rights of the common people. Been doing that since his young days. The other one could be Abraham Lincoln.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.